It is June the 5th, 2026. I am at Joel Pearl, thejoelpearl.com on Blue Sky, and it's time to get in the weeds. A fantastic, fabulous Friday. Ooh, it's beautiful in Toronto. It's going to get hot today. It's going to be a high of 30 degrees Celsius. So that's going to be, I know, for you, that means it's freezing. But for regular people in the world, they know that it's hot as balls. Was that about high 80s into the 90s? It's going to be hot. Speaking of hot, Jeremy Lambert is here. He's feeling hot.
Am I?
I don't know. How's your temperature? Did you take it this morning?
No. It's pretty warm here. It's like in the 80s. You know, good pool weather. Probably go to the pool today. Get out and about. You know what I mean?
Oh
yeah. So it'll be good. Things are good. A little tired. Always a little tired though. Joel, I know you're a little tired. You had an evening, so.
And I can't even blame TNA for this one.
Yeah, I mean,
I could. Yeah. We'll talk about a little bit of TNA and what was fun and not so fun. But I finished my post show at 11 p.m. Eastern. So I finished before the U.S. airing finished, which is that's just the best. So I did that, and then I was listening actually to Mike Gilbert because he and I like to pal around, and he was doing an Impact like State of Impact show with a call-ins portion. He wanted people to join them on the show, and he was with BQ, who's a guy who does some TNA talk. He's another guy who's used to be connected, still has a lot of really interesting opinions about TNA. So anyway, I was listening to them, and while that was going on, my child did not fall asleep, and he's 4 until 2 in the morning. Yeah,
that's not good.
That was the thing. Bless my wife. She spent an inordinate amount of time under his bed. He has a loft style bed, so he's got to climb up, and then he's got a slide that goes down. So we have like a reading nook for him. It's like a comfy space, and it's where we do bedtime stories and everything. It's great, but when she when she finished doing what she was doing, my wife was doing an online class. When she finished, she had to go and handle him because I was doing the TNA post show, and I was I felt so bad. And then I went to go to bed, and when I woke up, he was still up, and so I took over. And not fun, but we'll all survive. Maybe.
Well, good luck with that.
Kid's gone to school. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about it. But we got plenty to talk about. Well, like I said, we'll talk about TNA. The Wicked Garden match was one for the ages. Jeremy's going to be all about that. I know he enjoyed it quite a bit. And we actually open up this morning. Are you good? No, he's having a conversation. It's okay. I'll fill it. You know what? I'm going to fill it with the calls to action. So go ahead, leave a thumbs up on the video if you haven't already. He'll do fireworks afterwards. Oh, look at that. The fireworks are here. Jeremy is back.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorting things out and seeing what drugs I need to take this morning.
That is probably a good idea. Don't mess up your drugs, and make sure if you take them, don't get some lily in the valley in your mouth. That'll cause you to convulse. We'll get there. I
heard you say it, but I'm gonna repeat it. Extremely my stuff last night in this match. This match was very stupid, and I loved it.
Clip that one, would you? Leave me a thumbs up and subscribe to us here at Fightful Overbooked. We're here every single weekday, 10 a.m. Eastern, talking about God knows what. But we're here, we're clear. Myself, Jeremy, SP3, some of us, some combination of us, sometimes all three of us will talk about everything and anything under the sun, including some wrestling. And you can donate a super chat, any amount, get your question or your statement read on the air. And by the way, sometimes some things are good to celebrate without even having to pay for it. Matthew Hook saying I've officially lost 15 pounds on my weight loss journey. Good for you, man.
Hey, good job, Matthew.
That is some great news. Keep it up. I know that some days are amazing, and some days you look at the scale and you're like, just remember, the number doesn't matter. It's how you feel. It's how you keep moving. It's how you keep going. There are days where I look at the scale and I'm like, why am I stagnant? Why am I not moving? What's going on? But it's how you keep going. So good on you, Matthew. Please keep it up. You've got a whole chat room full of people who are begging you to keep going and congratulating you on your progress.
Yeah, good job, Matthew. And keep going. I know it's not easy, but it takes a lot of discipline to do that kind of stuff, and you should be very proud of that.
Yes, I went to a birthday party earlier I guess it was last weekend now because it's almost the weekend, and they were doing the cake and they were passing out all the cake. And as they were offering me, they were like, "Do you want some?" I was like, "No, I'm good." And they're like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure. I don't want the cake." I'm like, "But it's a birthday." And I'm like, "Don't
Coward.
give me the cake. I don't want the cake. I've already had 2 slices of pizza. I'm good. Like, we're good." Anyway, they eventually relented. But sometimes some people just don't want cake. I should be like, "I'm diabetic. Screw you. I'm not, but I just want to make them feel bad."
They might feed you more cake because they're like, well, here.
Just like your
Maybe they really hate you, Joel, and that's the way you find out.
Oh, I didn't have to find out like that. Maybe. Anyway, shall we dive in?
What are we diving into?
AEW is going to cannibalize the indies, Jeremy.
Oh, yeah.
No, not really. My AEW has struck a distribution deal with Produce Wrestling.
Produce.
Produce.
Well,
I mean,
produce
it's Produce because it's Orange Crush who owns it, and Orange Crush, of course, one of the minds behind JCW, Jersey Championship Wrestling, and so it's orange, therefore it's Produce. And even to celebrate, I have an orange here that with this camera kind of looks more like a lemon, I guess, but it is a mandarin orange. But
okay.
We're celebrating. I was going to eat it before the show, and then I ran out of time. So
coward.
I know, right? But either way, the produce section, it's produce. Anyway, they struck a deal. That's right. They're going to have their shows airing on AEW, my AEW, and on the my AEW app. So what's cool is that they've actually told everyone how the partnership is working in terms of pricing. You can get a season pass, which covers all 6 events that Produce is doing for $50, or an individual super card, which is available for $14.95. That's going to be through my AEW, which is to me a great value, but also just nice to have that information, because when the 1FW stuff came out, we were kind of in the dark as to how it was airing, where it was airing, what the pricing was like. And then, of course, this is a little bit different. 1FW is more towards new talent and curating talent, and produce, whatever you want to call it this week. They are more super fights. They have curated cards that are produced by specific wrestlers, and they get to put on their super fights and put together cards that they have put together, that they've curated. And in certain cases, like the Azukar card is going to have Mystico versus Rocky Romero in the main event. So there's going to be some pretty cool stuff. I love this. Effie's going to be on my AEW. Effie's everywhere, buddy. Effie's going to be on NWA this weekend. Yeah, so get ready. The Effie takeover is going on. So either way, very exciting time, and good to see that my AEW is partnering with another company that is doing a full summer series of events. I'm also planning to be at their event in Montreal over Redemption Weekend, because they're going to be running about 10 minutes from the Bell Center, and a lot of really great wrestlers that I like are going to be there. Our pal Nick CXS is going to be on the card. I'm already talking to her about doing something at the show, and we'll go see Jonathan Gresham and everyone else who's going to be there. I know the Super Smash Brothers will be there. Curious how they're using that as their tag name everywhere now.
Produce has good looking lineups coming up.
Yes.
They got a lot of good talent, and they're working with the wrestlers. We've had a good relationship with Orange Crush for a while. Anytime we had the JCW competitors on before the Jersey J Cup, that was through Orange Crush show. So I imagine we'll probably have some talent on before some shows coming up. They just announced was it Josh Barnett and the Butcher, right? That was the thing. Yeah. That's a they'll beat the shit out of each other. That'll be fun.
I guess a little follow-up news from that, as we'll keep talking about Produce, but also we'll talk about Butcher and Blade departing AEW. Their contracts they came due, and they were not renewed. So this is another conversation for us to have in a little bit. But yeah, Butcher and Josh Barnett was announced for August 3rd in Brooklyn, part of the Rocky Romero Azukar show that I just referenced. Pretty wild. I mean, just going down the list of some of these appearances, some of these cards, it's crazy. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, it'll again, the cards look good. 1FW's on my AEW, and they got a show tonight. So I don't think it's live or anything, but they have a show tonight that'll, I assume end up on my AEW, which would be good. And then yeah, the produce cards have been looking pretty strong. The first card is, you mentioned it, but June 28th, and it's the Jonathan Gresham kind of produced card, and yeah, a lot of good talent on that show. Deanna's on that show. They got their event tomorrow. Zack Sabre Jr., Janela, Effie, Mance. So they're using some ROH talent on these shows and using a lot of good indie talent. Like Amazing Red's on that show. So Amazing Red is now on AEW in some roundabout way there for those who have been wanting that. Yeah, I hope that it is, a successful venture for Orange Crush and the team. He seems well liked and he seems well connected, and so those are those two things seem to would go a long way in a lot of businesses, and he's putting together some good stuff.
Yeah, you can see Jonathan Gresham's fingerprints all over his card. It's kind of amazing to see it, but yeah, there's some really good stuff. It's cool when creative people give other creative people an opportunity to basically call their shot and do their stuff. There's just a lot of stuff that is supremely my shit on these cards. So I'm looking forward to it. I mean, you've got you mentioned Deanna and Steve Macklin, their show. Yeah, that one is tomorrow night. It's actually airing for free on YouTube on their Boots to Boots YouTube channel. So if you have the time on Saturday evening, the Battle for the Brave, that's going to be benefiting Tunnels to Towers. That's the charity that benefits soldiers veterans. My God, can you tell I haven't slept well? It's all for veterans. It's a charity show. Macklin and Deanna have put a lot of work into it, and you've seen a lot of talent come in, come out, and I think that everything that has been thrown their way in terms of talent being brought in and then unfortunately pulled and then replaced, they've always had a good answer for it. I think the most recent one was they lost was it Tasha Steelz and Megan Bain for various reasons, and they didn't lose the infantry, did they? They got Chris Statlander as
they got Stat. Yeah,
it was because it was the infantry and Megan Bain couldn't make it. They were unable to appear, so they brought in Chris Statlander, and they gave
that's a good replacement.
Yeah, I thought if you were going to be stuck, it was going to be a good replacement to have Stat, especially because it's New York, it's New Jersey, it's hometown area.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to them, like 2 weeks from now once things settle, and see how chaotic this whole thing was. I'm sure they'll tell their own story on their own channel, but I'd like to ask them some questions about it.
I really did want to go. I tried in a lot of ways. I did. And then once the Montreal stuff came up, and just once someone decided to close the most oil-rich country in the world and be an asshole about it and raise the prices on all the transportation offers, then kind of ham-boned me in certain ways that I couldn't go and take in the show. But I look forward to Steve Macklin winning the Battle of the Brave Cup gauntlet. I hope he puts himself over. I just do.
I had to too. That pops me there.
Looking at the field, there are a lot of really good people. I mean, BDE's there, of course. Joey Janela is a part of it. Zachary Wentz. I'm just looking at the card. I see Macklin, of course. Chris Statlander is part of that gauntlet. Richard Holiday, we love. There's a lot of really, really great talent. So go check that out, and hopefully Macklin puts himself over in that stupid gauntlet.
He should just throw everybody out or pin everybody.
Yeah. I see the mystery tag team. Now I'm really starting to think that it's going to be Butcher and the Blade because they're New York guys.
They're free, yeah.
They're free, and I think that would be a fun team to bring in. So that's what I would expect. But who knows? We'll see. That'll be fun. Yeah. Good news.
Yeah, Butcher and the Blade being there wouldn't be super surprising after they are now free. I don't think anybody should be shocked that their contracts expired and AEW decided to move on from them. It's not that they're obviously a great talent, but they weren't being used. They've been used for a while. I don't know. Blade had the back injury or the neck. I think it was back, and then it turned to neck surgery. So he hadn't wrestled there since 2024. Butcher hadn't wrestled since February 2025. I think was the Gabe Kidd match, and I mean, when you've been off television that long, and then obviously they've gotten so much new talent during that time. Blade has been back since December, so it's been 6 months, and they still hadn't been back on television. It's kind of a writings on the wall type of thing, which it was disappointing because they were there from like episode 5, 6, 7 of
Early enough that they
it was
were.
November. I just don't remember like if it was mid or late November or anything, and then counting. But yeah, it was the second month. We'll say it was the second month of AEW television. I mean, they were there super early, and so to now be gone. Obviously, Bunny's been gone for a little while. Allie, it kind of sucks, but I think they will be at the moment better off for it because now they'll be free to do a whole lot more, and they were already doing indie stuff, which was good, but now they'll have just a little bit more freedom with things.
I'm excited at the idea of the Butcher and the Blade showing up somewhere, and then commentary trying to put it over while the other commentator says, Who are they?"
Can they not call them Butcher and Blade?
Why wouldn't they? They have the.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah. No, but that's a callback to their AEW debut.
Oh right.
Do you remember they come up under and Excalibur's calling them like the great one of the greatest tag teams of all time?
Yeah, yeah.
Meanwhile, Jim Ross is just like, "Who? I don't know these guys." And I'm like, "This is going great. This is all working
Jim
out."
Ross doesn't know anybody, so it's fine. It's all
These
good.
young kids. He's 50, Jim.
Yeah.
I love it. Either way, we'll see. Someone had mentioned that it was implied that AEW was going to be sending the mystery team. That is fair. That is something that was implied in the post.
Okay.
So busting the brain is, or the acclaimed. Pick your.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it'd be the acclaimed. My first thought was the Rascals.
Well, Wentz is already in the gauntlet.
Oh,
So you can send. I mean, if Myron Reed is good to go, then you can send Reed and Dez.
okay. Yeah, yeah. I don't know because Price and Oliver might have like bookings elsewhere. They also might, Collision's tomorrow night, and they might tape ROH stuff as well, and so Price and Oliver probably would be on some ROH stuff. So yeah, I don't know if it would be them. I mean, the acclaimed. I mean, Bowens is in the ops. The acclaimed is no more.
Is ROH still being filmed before Collision?
Yeah, they do. They do it every now and again.
They'll do a couple of matches with like a big crowd.
Yeah, because last week, Collision was live, and so they did full-on tapings before and after the show. I mean, it's Tony. You're not gonna go there and just get a 2-hour wrestling show. Tony's gonna be like, "Hey, here's 15 ROH matches. You definitely want to watch these." So, now they'll tape some stuff. They've been taping some stuff on the live Collision shows because they got the arena. They bring in the wrestlers and everything. It's fine. So yeah, they'll tape some stuff. I would imagine. I could be wrong, but based on Tony's track record, I would imagine.
Yeah, their next TV appearance or the next Jacksonville taping is June 22nd. So maybe I was gonna say maybe they have to fill in the gaps, but I'm like they taped like.
Yeah, they taped like 800 matches during that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember people being like, "Scoop 50," like Jesus Christ, 50.
Yeah, it's absurd. Those are like 8-hour tapings. It's nuts.
If you go to those, man, bless you. I don't know if I could do it.
Did they like
do an intermission? I swear to God, I hope so.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they do an intermission.
I should ask. Actually, I'm gonna ask someone who I know is there right now.
I feel like they should like provide some like catering or something. Like.
Oh, maybe some, I don't know, some water.
Yeah. Like here's some Lunchables, like not the other stuff. Yeah, Lunchables, like the stuff we get as a kid. Oh, they give you pizza and water for like $4. All right.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it should be free, but I understand you gotta make some money around there.
Do they do intermission during ROH tapings in Jacksonville. There we go.
No, other Mikey is he goes to the show.
Hey,
He's
man,
in our chat.
do they do them, Mikey? Water and corn. I love that. That is the dumbest thing that I've ever had to deal with, was the corn thing, the corn conversation of Forbidden Door.
Is it the dumbest thing you've ever had to deal with, Joel, over these
No,
these last couple of weeks here?
I said the dumbest, not the stupidest.
Okay, fair.
I've been told that words matter, Jeremy.
Yeah, you got me there.
Yes. Either way. Oh, anyway, there's plenty of fun wrestling coming up, and it's a fairly quiet weekend this weekend. It's no big shows. Well, no interventions.
No interventions?
I think you mean intermissions. The intermissions are like ring changes. Okay, so that's
they should have an intervention. They bring out Tony. Be like, Tony, let's sit down here and talk about these 8-hour tapings you were doing.
Tony, do you have time for a little chat? Out comes I don't know, name someone from the back. Eddie Kingston comes out, and it's like,
oh,
we're gonna have a conversation. We got to talk, Tony. There's a lot going on here.
Eddie probably loves these long ass tapings, honestly.
No, he does not.
Yeah, he probably does.
He's probably like, I get paid either way, but like, I don't know. The man doesn't live in Jacksonville. He's got to go all the way down there.
Eddie loves just hanging out, hanging with Homicide, watching wrestling. He does his shit and then gets out.
It wasn't an impression of Jesus, so.
Impression of Jesus?
Yeah, the King Potato was saying horrible impression of Jesus.
Oh, I mean, Eddie Kingston could be considered Jesus. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, to some, it's true. We're going to talk about mental health. It's just, yes, snippets of Time Cop in between the tapings.
Oh, that would actually be good.
You could watch the entire movie given the time that goes in between the matches.
Yeah, that would be good.
Does Eddie live in Orlando?
I have no idea where Eddie Kingston lives.
I should just ask one of the people who book him. So, I mean, Mikey goes to the thing, so maybe he does. Either way, Orlando to Jacksonville seems bad for everyone. Anyway, what else are we talking about here? There's Collision tonight. Have you decided? Are you going tomorrow?
I'm not going to Collision tonight. I can't confirm that much.
I meant tomorrow. SmackDown is this afternoon. I got confused. Give me a break.
Yeah, I don't think we're going because timing. I obviously hate AEW, but
true. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, look, got a lot of kids trying to figure out plans for them, calling in favors and whatnot. It's tough, and the show at the end of the month to watch Sean get his ass beat is more important than going to this Collision show. So it wasn't like we had a decision to make. My wife is always very much like, if she can't go, she wants me to go, but I don't really care to go to just Collision. It's not that like I dislike it or anything. It's just like just stay home and sleep instead of driving. So no, the show at the end of the month going to Paulcade, of the two, if we didn't have to make a choice, but kind of had to put a priority on one, and put a priority on Paulcade.
That'll be fun. Paulcade. You gonna watch? Do you think Sean's gonna bleed?
I don't think so. It'd be funny if he did. But yeah, gonna watch Sean get beat up by John Wayne Murdoch. Gonna watch Steve get beat up by John Wayne Murdoch. It'll be fun. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
It's for a good cause, okay? If nothing else. And then you get to see Cole Radrick.
Well, I mean, you didn't have to like ruin it for that.
Well, we like Cole. I like Cole. I wish Cole were here right now and have a nice chat with him. But
I mean, you can invite him.
I don't want to invite him. He's busy. He's a busy guy.
Is he?
No, he spends a lot of time in the gym getting swole. He's in the shape of his life.
Oh.
So good for him. Someone asked me, did I see Jeremy's kick from yesterday? No. What is this in reference to?
Oh, I haven't gone back to watch it. So we were talking about the Speedball and Kevin Knight match. And I said I didn't like it because like I liked it. It was good. But like I got taken out of the match early because Speedball throws this like kick, and Kevin Knight like matrixes back, and he gets down on one knee and proposes, and I mean, that's how long he had to do this. But he matrixes back out of it, and then Speedball just like holds his foot in Kevin Knight's face, and then he lets it down, and it's 8 seconds. I counted it out on air. It's 8 seconds, and then Kevin Knight charges him, and Speedball just backs up into the ropes and gets clotheslined over the top rope. I was like, this is the dumbest thing ever. Like, this guy turned on you. He ended Jet Speed, where you guys had all these plans. He just joined the Don Callis family, and you sit there with your foot in his face for 8 seconds, be like, hey, I'm not going to kick you or anything. And then when you let your foot down, instead of like punching him, you just run backwards because he's charging after you. I was taken out of the match after this, and it happened early on. And so SP3 was getting on me. Like, well, what do you want him to do? Like, kick him in the head again. Like, throw another kick. I was like, I would have kicked him, and if he matrixed out, I would have thrown a head kick, kicked his head off. And SP3 said that, I couldn't do it, and so I had to prove that I could throw, like, kind of a super kick followed by a roundhouse kick. And so that's exactly what I did. And I think I did well. Apparently everyone was saying it was a very low kick, but he was on his knees. So, like, I wasn't aiming, like, super high. I was aiming kind of lower. I don't have the flexibility of Speedball. I also have very limited space over here. I don't think people realize how
excuses.
Well, I mean, I don't think people realize how limited my space is over here, because it is. There
are 2 cars behind you. Just ask, get in the car, move them back a little bit, and you got more space. That's how it works.
But like, my point stood in that the spot sucked, and Speedball looked kind of dumb for just not like throwing another kick and then charging back. But yeah, I did throw a kick. I thought it was very good. I got very excited at how good my kicks were, and I woke up all the kids, and so that didn't end well for me. But
Any other Canadians you want to bury on the way?
I don't know. Are there more stupid Canadians?
Well, I don't know if you heard the Lance Storm story.
Oh.
So Lance was going. So I tend to, like, while I'm doing dishes on like the weekdays, I'll listen to Observer Radio, and Lance is sometimes the guest. So on, I want to say Tuesday, Lance was the guest, and they were just kind of chit-chatting, him and Brian, and Brian was like, are you going to the TNA tapings this weekend? He's like, well, I might. I have the surgery. And he goes into detail that it was that it's like a nose surgery, I guess a deviated septum or something. Like he needed to get his breathing fixed. This is Lance saying this. He's like, well, and as long as there are no complications from the surgery, I'll be at the TNA tapings in Denver this weekend. Well, lo and behold, there were complications from the surgery.
Oh.
And he's okay, but he's taken it in stride, according to everyone who has talked about it. But they were talking about it on yesterday's Observer, and Filthy Tom was on. And that's really what I enjoy. Is like, these are people, like, we've had Filthy Tom on the show. I like his takes. He's funny, and Lance as well, as dry as he is, like, he's entertaining. So, and Brian's Brian. I like Brian. Brian's fine. But regardless, apparently Lance was like in the car leaving the hospital with his partner, and like started sneezing and slash pouring blood from his nose. So he went back to the hospital, and he had an overnight in the hospital, and I guess is getting released today, assuming everything's okay. There was just a whole modicum of errors, just a bunch of stuff that happened. And so Lance basically foreshadowed he was going to have some complications from the surgery. I wish him well, as we all do. It was just very, very gross to hear about on the air, and good to hear that he's okay. But yeah, it was one of those, like, ugh, you don't want to bleed out of your nose. Probably not a good spot to be bleeding out of.
No. Oh, well, best wishes to Lance.
Yes. But he's another Canadian that you hate, so.
Well, if I can be serious for a moment, I don't have anything against Lance Storm.
Do you know where he's from?
Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
You got it wrong. It's Calgary, pregnant pause, Alberta, Canada. Okay.
Why is the pause pregnant?
Because it's long, like the belly of someone who is pregnant.
Okay, but who fucked it to get it pregnant?
Well,
Did the last letter in I guess the E, since pregnant pause. So did the E or did the P, since it's two P's? Did the P fuck the pause
It's
to get it
possible.
pregnant?
It's possible.
I think we need to get a DNA test on
We should get a pregnancy expert on
the
the show.
pregnant pause here.
Should we bring in the pregnancy expert? She hasn't been around in a while.
I mean, yeah, we can bring in the pregnancy expert.
True. Wait, which one were you thinking of?
I mean, there's a
We have
couple.
few options,
So
don't we?
yeah,
Anyway. Oh, it was good and slow.
I need answers to these things, folks.
That's fair. I want answers. I get it. I do.
My wife has messaged me, what do you need expertise on? Who fucked the pause pregnant?
Jesus.
She's going to have no idea what the hell I'm talking about.
I should hope so.
Yeah, let's get the pause on because the pause is pregnant. So the pause got fucked.
Yes.
Right? All right. I'm going to just get this in order here. All right. So, yeah, who fucked the pause? Who got the pause pregnant? These Inquiry Minds want to know.
What that
I'm
dog
Inquiry Minds.
doing? You asking what that dog doing? Wait, did you mention Maury Povich in this diatribe?
No, Maury just makes sense because we were talking about like get a DNA test.
Oh, fair. Maury wasn't canceled. He just has a podcast now.
Okay. Well, Maury, Springer, I don't care. Get him on one of these shows. Get the pause there.
He's also like 100 years old, Maury Povich.
So?
I'm just saying.
Can the man read if it's got one line or two? That's all we need.
You know, it comes down to how much plastic surgery he's had. But he is all of 87 years old. There you go. Is that the poll question?
We can make that the poll question. I don't even know what the answers are, though, to the poll question, if that's going to be the poll question.
Can't confirm. I am ageist. Hate myself more than
True.
anyone. That's
Yeah.
true.
All right. Who got the pause pregnant? Where's Detective Danhausen for this?
You said the right words. Detective Danhausen is here. I'm on the case. I've come from cursing the New York Knicks to helping you solve the case.
Oh, he's uncursed the Knicks.
Curse them again.
Okay. Okay. Who got the pause pregnant? The P? The words? Just any words, I guess. The silence, maybe?
Silence. It is a pregnant pause.
Yeah.
Option 4 should be immaculate conception.
I have a great option for option 4.
Oh, boy. So, how'd you guys get canceled this week? Jesus Christ. Does my wife know? These are important questions I need.
Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon is a very valid option.
Nick Cannon's a good option. Yeah, fair.
You know what?
Joel's going to get the pause pregnant.
That's fine. Fighting old people at retirement homes? I would do it. For money.
You'd fight old people at retirement homes?
For money. Yes, that's right.
Oh, how much money?
Enough. $50. $50 per old person.
$50 per old person?
Yeah. If they're over 80, then we're talking 75. Because incontinence comes into play.
Oh.
I've cleaned enough shit in my life to know that I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, but why would you have to clean it?
Well, because the chances are that they do it on me. Because
that's
right?
True. Fair.
Pick them up for the big body slam, and all of a sudden,
they don't body slam. That's why you just kick them.
That's true. You kick them low, and then they just shit all over your foot.
Yeah. Throw a roundhouse kick. You'll be fine.
That's fine. Throw a body slam. I couldn't do it. I can't kick like Speedball or you apparently. Although if I kicked like you, I'd be kicking them in the dick by the sounds of it.
I caught him in the midsection at the very least.
Sure you did.
You should throw like a hip attack at him, Joel.
Oh yes, the flying hip attack. Asuka would be so proud. She got a dog recently. That was her big news. Good for her.
My poor wife, who says, my brain literally does the record scratch sometimes when I get these answers in text. I know I asked, but I was not prepared.
should have a giant board with like you know how like United Way or any charity has like the thermometer of how much they raise. Your wife should have a board that says regret asking questions.
Yeah.
And every time she just goes up a little bit more. What happens when she gets to the top? I have no idea.
And my poor wife was just like, yeah, I'll try to help out my husband and whatever he needs. And here I am like, who fucked the pause pregnant? And she's just like, why did I bother asking this question? That's my bad on this thing. She called me a messy bitch last night.
She's right to do so. Both within her right and correct in that assertion.
I'm watching Off Campus, and I was like, it's a very slutty show. And I was like, I like it though. You know, it's like college drama. They got some singing, they got some hockey going on. It's good. I was like, you know, I like the OC and Gossip Girl. That was extremely my shit when I was younger. And she's like, oh, so you're a messy bitch. And I'm like, yeah, come on, baby, you know this about me. Like, well, I got her into reality television. She didn't watch any reality TV before she met me, and now she's like, when's the next season of Love is Blind on? Let's watch all these messy bitches on here.
Big Tekla fan, your wife and you.
I think she likes Tekla. I don't know. I think she does though. Yeah.
If you can hawk a loogie like that at a piece of equipment, you deserve the love. It's amazing. Watching that made me a little sick.
She just messaged Tekla rules. So
yeah, there
she likes Tekla. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh god. What am I going to watch on TV today? I mean, SmackDown's on, but then like, what's on TV tonight? What am I going to do?
I don't know.
What did I do last week?
I don't know. What
did you do last week? What did I do last week? Oh no, I was probably dealing with a child who stayed up too late. So
that sounds terrible. I was thinking of playing video games again, and then I can't decide on what do I want to play, and then I just don't play anything.
My Switch is right here. It's just sitting here, and it's like, Joel, pick me.
See, I'm not gonna play the Switch, even though I have a Switch. I'm gonna play it. I wanted to play Red Dead Redemption, but I don't want to pay for it, so that's kind of my hang up there.
Kyler's ears just perked up because you said his favorite game. His favorite.
Who?
Kyler.
True. Yeah, like I want to play Red Dead. I have played through it once. I never finished the second game, but I want to play through Red Dead. But I get to it, and one, I don't want to pay for it, and two, like I can't even bring myself to like turn on the PlayStation because I'm so indecisive on what I want to play, and I just don't, and then I just sit there and I probably just find more work for myself to do, which
That's
is
what
never
happens
good.
to me. Or I find something on YouTube that I'm like, I don't need to watch this now. You know what I discovered the other night because I did turn on my Switch? Apparently, and it's because I was actually on my computer looking at the Nintendo eShop. That reminds me, I have to re-up my subscription. Anyway, I was on the eShop and I was like, "What games do you have virtually?" Because they were doing a deal, and then I realized, oh shit, I bought the Mega Man X collection like years, or maybe not years ago, but like months ago, and I never even started playing it. And this is like, I've got Mega Man 1 through 6 I got that, and now apparently I have X 1, 2, 3, and I did not realize that, so I started playing Mega Man X. I'm like, oh, that's great. Ryan saying, go on live on Twitch and watch TNA shows. That sounds awful.
I played Uncharted. I played through the Uncharted series because it was on like PlayStation Plus, and I was subscribed to that. This was years ago. This was during the pandemic. And I was doing that, and I really liked the Uncharted series. I played that when it originally came out, but I was kind of going back through on there, and yeah, I really like that. And so I thought about like going through that again, like Red Dead keeps sticking out to me. Like I usually play sports games, as most people know, or if you don't know, now you know. But I kind of like, not that I like lost passion for the sports games, but they became very mundane, and so I just kind of like stopped playing. Like I started playing. I was playing like 2K, obviously NBA 2K, and then I just got like sick of it. Like, all right, it's kind of like the same stuff. So, and that's kind of what not like killed my love for video games, but that's just like what made me stop playing video games. This is like November of last year, so it wasn't even like late into the season or anything. I just kind of like stopped in November, and I don't think I've played video game. I turned on my PlayStation in January. That was the last time I turned it on, and yeah, I haven't played it since January. And again, like playing kind of sports games kind of killed that. So now I want to play some stuff that maybe doesn't suck. Like sports games are just so. I guess all the stuff from like Madden, they're like, we've added this, and this. I was like, this all sounds terrible. Can you just give me like a halfway decent game? Like I just want like good gameplay. That's like I'll play like the older sports games. Those are actually like fun on like an emulator or something. But yeah, I don't know. Marvel Rivals. Oh, go ahead.
You know what you should play?
What?
AEW Fight Forever.
Jesus. You're never gonna buy the game.
No, I am
What is
not.
it now? Is it still like $40?
Let's take a quick look. GG.deals. On the Switch, they still have it listed as $40 Canadian.
That's absurd.
That's because Switch games just don't go on sale. They just don't. And it's digital only, which is like, that's fine. If you want the Ultimate Edition, it's still $100. They just don't discount games like that.
Somebody said that I don't feel like scrolling up to find it, so I apologize. You could say it again. That they have good deals on PlayStation 5. And yeah, I was looking because I wanted to see like how much Red Dead was. And I think like Red Dead like 2 was only like $20 or something. But then they had this deal like it's like PlayStation Plus Premium or something, but it's only like $100 for the year, which isn't terrible. And you get the PlayStation Plus stuff, which is good. You get like the free games and everything, and you also get a Red Dead is apparently $15. Okay, yeah, I knew it was like pretty cheap. But they had the like PlayStation Plus Premium, and it's like $100 for like the year, and you get all the stuff that's on like the PlayStation Plus catalog. But then it has like the Ubisoft Plus, and I think that's like you get a bunch of their free games too, and I think like Red Dead was included in that as well. And so I was like, that doesn't seem like a terrible idea. $100 for basically just like a free catalog of games that gets updated every single month. So yeah, I thought about that. I'm so averse to like spending money though.
Dude, same.
Like $100 for all of this is like it sounds like a good deal, but then like I gotta actually commit to like using it, because otherwise, I'm spending like $100 on. But I don't like see myself buying, because usually I buy like the past couple of years I bought the NCAA games. 2 years ago was the first one that came out in like 2 decades, so like I had to get that one. And last year I got it, and I actually played it a lot last year. But like this year, I'm like, NBA 2K is something that like I always get, but last year was so just bleh to me that it kind of just killed my love of it. Like I don't even know if I want to get this game this year. So I'm kind of like trying to talk myself into, well, what if I just get this thing instead of buying these 2 video games that I usually get? And then I'll technically be saving money because I usually get 2 games, and that's going to cost me $140 because video games are absurdly priced nowadays. Or I can just get the year-long subscription for $100, and I'll be okay. And by the time like January rolls around, like most of these sports games that I want to play anyway are going to be on sale for like $10, and then I'll just cop them then. So yeah, all the new games coming out are avoiding November releases because of GTA. I'll believe GTA 6 when I see it. I'm sorry.
Wasn't it supposed to come out like last week?
Yeah. Yeah. I will 100% get GTA 6 when it comes out. I don't buy that it's like going to come out in November, and I don't want to like wait until then. This was always my issue with the sports games and stuff. I never spent any money on it because I just play my offline modes and go from there. But yeah, I hated this stuff when it came to the microtransactions, and it's like, oh, get this for your my team and get this for your my player to upgrade and all this stuff. I was like, nah, I ain't doing all that. Just let me play like my little GM mode and go from there. What comes out in September? And congratulations on getting married in September, King Potato. I hope your wife enjoys the Tiffy time underwear.
Oh, that's right.
Your partner, I should say.
Was that part of the wedding gift? Good for you. Good for you. Oh, you mentioned, you hate spending money. I spent $250 on a new chair yesterday.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah, it was I got like a proper ergonomic chair. Those things, the really good ones can apparently go up to like $2,000 to $4,000. And that's money I don't have. Yeah. So mine's a used like proper ergo chair that like literally bends and moves every which way. It's kind of nuts, but yeah, spending $250 on that, I was like, because I needed a new chair. My old chair that I used for like 6 years was just done. It was an Amazon Basics like quote unquote ergonomic chair, but it just like it was a mesh chair. So like the mesh seating was just it had gone in on itself. Like it was done. And I've been sitting on a dining room chair since I had that issue with my hip, and it was like, oh, this sucks. So yeah, it was getting to the point where I was like, I got to fix this. So yeah, went and got a new chair yesterday, and that was part of my day. But $250, man, it's not fun.
Yeah.
Nice chair though. I'm not currently sitting on it.
See, like I mean, I got it like the gaming PC and stuff, but I don't feel like their deals are as good. I like playing the emulators on the PC.
Shout out to Cycle Gaming Days.
Yeah. I'll play the emulators like all day, but like Steam stuff, their deals aren't as good because like I looked for like Red Dead on like Steam and it was still like $40 or something compared to PlayStation where it was just much cheaper. So that's the one thing I don't like about like the PC gaming is I just don't think the deals are quite as good. They got some good stuff on there though. Like they got some good like free games on Steam and stuff that I did play this game called Puck for a little while.
Yeah, this was like an old school
no
hockey game, isn't it?
I don't think it's old school.
Like old school style hockey game.
I mean, sort of, but it's like first person and like you control the stick.
Okay, there's something else then.
Okay. Yeah, so it's called Puck, and yeah, like you have to like control the stick, and it's like physics based. It's very, very difficult. Like I sucked at it, and apparently you at least, I mean, maybe some people can pick it up and play it like really well, but like you got to put like some hours into this to like really get it down of like how to control this stick and everything, and I didn't have those hours to commit to it. I was terrible at this game. Though it was tough. It was very, very tough. But like, yeah, you just control the stick and you control it with your mouse. But it's not like, see, I'm so used to NHL games where, you got like a little joystick and you just go back and forth and you flick up and to shoot it and everything. And it's pretty basic, pretty easy. When it comes down to it, because it's supposed to be a casual game for everybody, the NHL games. This is like you couldn't go back and forth. Like if you tried to go back and forth, your stick stays on the ice. You have to like lift the stick up, and it's difficult. Some people are really good at it. I've seen some videos, and some people are like really fucking good at it. I was not good at it.
So it'll take you more than 18 hours to play the game.
It'll take me, it would have taken me a long time to like actually get good at this game. Like I would have had to really put in some time, and I don't have time to put in time.
You know what? Ryan mentioned earlier that I should stream TNA on my Twitch, and then I started thinking to myself, what do you think would happen if I streamed the Canadian hour earlier feed?
Oh, that'd be funny.
On my Twitch. Do you think anything would happen? Do you think anyone would notice, first of all? I'm sure eventually someone would narc and someone would get shut down. Yeah. But I wonder if the Twitch TOS would cut me down as quickly as I think it won't, because it's TNA and nobody's really watching. Because those numbers are fake. Those numbers are fake. Carlos would thank you for the views. No, he wouldn't, because he's not making money on them.
I think the numbers are real at this point. I mean,
there was this whole thing of like they had 160 or 176,000, and there was, again, I don't want to do rating stocks because I watched a bunch of people's eyes glaze over talking about ratings and what that means. But I don't know what's going on with the ratings data right now with Nielsen, because it's changed a bunch of times over the last few months. So it's like I don't know what's real, what's fake, and how the actual numbers are being examined and reported.
Yeah, I have no idea either. It's kind of all over the place, but I mean, I think the numbers are real. It's just like, how are they gathered, type of thing. I don't think they're NWA level, you know.
That's true. Best in the business, baby.
Yeah.
Grays, are the streamers in the US doing watch-alongs for International Live with SmackDown also showing the show on the screen, or are they just?
Yeah, Joel wants to straight up like
I want to
show it.
I want to do it the way that we used to be allowed to do it. When Jensen and I would hop on a Skype call, that's how old this was, because Skype is gone now. And we were allowed, because Impact was totally cool with this, you were allowed to co-Twitch stream everywhere. So all the Impact wrestlers would also do their own Twitch stream. Like, this was during the pandemic and then coming out of it. Like, this was a whole thing where we were allowed to show the whole show. Some Twitch streamers, because of AJ Francis targeting them in a good way, were able to watch like a bunch of plus specials on their channel, and that was a thing that was allowed for a bit. But,
yeah, I don't think the Twitch streamers and the you can't show the screen.
Yeah, okay. So like, yeah, I know Denise whenever she does like a watch along, she's got the audio in the back. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's audio. I'm talking full on show everything, baby.
Yeah, you
Doing that
can't.
stream naked.
Did you say doing the stream naked?
Doing that stream naked, showing everything, baby.
That sounds terrible.
Back when Mel Santos did the ad breaks. Oh, wow.
Oh, that was funny.
What a life that was, with a phone or an iPod propped up on a stack of books while she's eating God knows what for dinner in the corner of her kitchen, while her husband's off the screen because he's not part of Impact anymore and he's getting ready to sign with TNA, and he just gets to chime in and she says, honey, shut up. And it's very funny and very stupid. Yeah, those were the days. Those days, the only time when we told everyone to shut up and we turn up the volume on Impact is when they were re-showing Steiner Math. That was the only time where we were like, shut up. Every other time, free game, anyone could talk. There was one episode that we did on that Twitch where there was like 50 of us on the screen at once on a Twitch, on a Skype call. That was great. You can do it on Kick. It's lawless there. I'm not touching Kick with a 10-foot pole. We tried. Not we. Fightful tried to do Kick. We were just like, this is not going to... No, this ain't happening.
We're not... Yeah, Kick is kicked.
Yeah, it's Kick is cooked.
Yeah.
As the kids would say. Speaking of cooked, should we talk about TNA from last night?
Oh, fine. I actually watched this show, so...
I did get official confirmation, no, with an exclamation point, about the ROH tapings, which I know we got from Mikey. This is just dual confirmation, but mine came with an exclamation point.
Oh.
Just, no!
Kimmy's very upset.
Amazing. It's not Kimmy.
I know it's not Kimmy.
That's true. It would have been to our group chat.
Yeah.
But, yeah, stream it on LinkedIn. LinkedIn, I had to make a new LinkedIn because I got blocked from my actual LinkedIn. They want me to give them government ID to like verify myself. Well, it's not happening. I'm not doing this. So I just started a new one. All I use LinkedIn for is job posting and job searching. So
they got your ass.
Not getting my government ID. Yeah, there's no extended intermission, as we already know. Tony comes out, talks to the crowd, kills time. Amazing. Just fantastic.
I mean, if Tony comes out and talks to the crowd, that's an extended intermission right there.
No. If Tony came out and took questions from the crowd, that would be an extended intermission.
Yeah.
Dear Tony, we love how you've been booking the women's division in Ring of Honor. Sorry. Let's move on. The TNA last night, is that what we were talking about?
Allegedly, unfortunately.
That was a show.
Yeah, I guess.
Let's really, the most important part is that your Knockouts champion gets beat 2 weeks in a row.
This.
And she's got a title match, I should say, announced for Slammiversary. So I'm sure she'll win one match on the way, right?
Why is this company so dumb?
Let me count the ways.
Like, why is your Knockouts champion losing to Mr. Elegance? Like,
that was so incredibly stupid.
You're not actually doing anything with Mr. Elegance. Like, he's a comedy character in your little group. The group has some legitimacy and important. I think they're the Knockouts Tag Team Champions, although you would never know because they defended the titles like 0 times since
You
winning
know,
them 8 months ago.
yes, I was gonna say, do you know when they last defended those titles? At No
Yeah.
Surrender in February.
Yeah, so you're not, well, you're not doing anything with like Mr. Elegance or whatever, and then you just have like your Knockouts champion should just kicked his head off and won the match,
Yes.
and that'd be that. Let the record show that's how I would have begged Tommy Dreamer to book the match had I been rightfully selected as Mr. Elegance. I'd be like, no, I'm not gonna pin our Knockouts champion. Do you realize how stupid this sounds?
You should have kicked him. You should have let her kick you in the dick and then pin you. You should have called an audible.
Oh, I would have if I was in there. Tommy Dreamer told me, like, no, you got to win. I'm like, okay, sure, Tommy. I would tell Li Ying Li, I was like, hey, kick me, I'll go down, pin me, don't worry about it.
Woo.
I'll take, if I get fired off of this, it'll be well worth it. Like, they ain't firing you, so we'll be good. It's so. I know Mara Sade ended up winning like the street fight against Ryan Nemeth, but even she lost to Ryan. Like, why are these men beating these women on these shows?
So, like, okay, I don't mind if you're doing multiple matches. Like, again, TNA at one point, Impact was fine with intergender matches, and they would do it in a pretty respectful way. And sometimes the men did pin the women, and sometimes the women pin the men. Like, they did it in a way that didn't look stupid. This was stupid. They continue to do stupid. Whereas, like, Mr. Elegance was being cocky and just being an idiot. But I don't know. It wasn't well thought out. It wasn't well done. The only thing that comes of this is Lang Lee is going to beat Zaya Brookside in a month from now, and then Ash by Elegance is going to show up and be like, "Mr. Elegance beat you, so therefore I get a women's or a knockouts title shot." Or they do the match before the pay-per-view. I don't know. I don't expect that, but it's very silly. And the match was stupid. It did not need to be as long as it was. It should have just been kicking out because he's only faced like jobbers and old people.
Why do they have Mr. Elegance wrestling for more than like 30 seconds?
Why do they have Mr. Elegance, period, end of sentence?
Oh, I mean, because it should have been me, but
because it should have been you. That's right.
But like the hometown man match was over 5 minutes. This match is over 5 minutes. Like, why?
Because it's just dumb.
Beat this dude, and they're not even beating him. He's fucking undefeated in the company.
I don't know why. I don't know what they're building him for, unless he's gonna suddenly like break away from the Elegances and like
he's winning shit on like Explosion, dude. Like, it's so stupid.
TNA dark ass way to build a fucking title match.
Yeah, but they're building they're building him on, regular TV too. He's beating the Knockouts champion. It's so stupid, man. So dumb. Just, again, like, let your Knockouts champion kick him in the head and that be that. He's a comedy character.
He is. This is incredibly apt, by the way. I appreciate Ryan for this. My favorite way to watch TNA, just reading the taping spoilers and guessing what Joel will sigh at. Yeah, there's a lot
of it.
Sure. When I read Mr. Elegance defeats Lang Lee on the taping, like the taping spoilers, I was like, this was a dark match, right? Like, but there's no reason for it to be a dark match because the baby face didn't go over. So, like, why did this happen? Well, there's got to be like a big schmoz finish, right? There's got to be a reason that No, it's just Zaya Brookside distracted the referee enough that she got pinned. It was so bad.
It is terrible.
Your Knockouts World Champion got made to look stupid twice in a row. It's absolutely unbearable. And it's like nobody was going to stand up to this and be like, why are we doing this? No? Okay. Well, sure.
That's what I'm saying. If I was there, which I should have been like, absolutely not, Tommy Dreamer.
And somewhere Myla Grace was asleep in her bed very happily knowing that she is not having to be a part of this. Myla Grace had asked for and received her TNA release. That was reported yesterday via Fightful Select. And good for her, man. She deserves a lot more than what she was getting on TNA, which wasn't much to begin with. Harley Hudson is starting to get reps because she moved stateside, and it sounds like they want to do something with her, even though they've had her for 18 months and could have been doing something with her, but decided not to. But again, it looks like they're just going to start using her as we're feeding you to everyone else that we want to beat. Because, she had the match against Tessa, and then she's doing I think she's facing Ash by Elegance at the tapings this weekend. And I'm like, that's going to end with Ash winning. So what are we doing here? I like Harley, and I like Mila Grace. I think she's a great talent. I think that the sky's the limit for her. I mentioned this last night. Where she goes next is obviously up to her, but I could see her going back to Japan. I could see her working Maple Leaf Pro, where Danny Luna, who's a friend of hers, is going to be working. I can see her doing an MLW shot if she wants to, go stateside. Like she has opportunities and options, but TNA was not the place for her, and they were not making use of her. So good on Mila, knew her value, and said, fuck this, I'm out. So the Knockouts division is in shambles. I guess maybe Mila Grace, of all people, wasn't feminine enough to be in their division.
I was talking about this last night with the wife who watched like the most TNA wrestling she's probably watched all year.
I'm so sorry.
I wanted to like really watch this Wicked Garden match live, and unfortunately that meant I caught the Mr. Elegance and Li Ying Li match. And we were talking about like the booking and stuff. And I was just like, yeah, they got Candice Michelle in there. And like, I don't know Candice Michelle. Seems like a nice person by all accounts. I have no idea. I just don't. But I was just thinking of like, if I had like a list of like women's wrestlers throughout history that I would like want on like the booking side of things for women's wrestling, I feel like Candice Michelle would be like pretty far down that list.
I don't get it.
Like, she wasn't like a great wrestler. Like, what's your favorite Candice Michelle match, everybody? She was part of in fairness, she was part of an era that just like didn't have a ton of wrestling, but she wasn't like a Trish Lita level to where, they managed to still stand out even though there wasn't a ton of wrestling during that era. So she wasn't like a great wrestler in that way. She was out of the business for so long, so it's not even like she stuck around and continued to like do things. She just like went off and did other things. So it's not like she, again, stuck around and continued to familiarize herself with things. And like, she was just more known for, being eye candy and doing Playboy and everything, which fairs, but I don't know if I want like that person booking my women's wrestling show. And I made the comparison, so because the wife didn't really know who Candice Michelle was or anything. She was done with all of that. But I was just like, it'd be like if like Tori Wilson was like running the division. And like, no knock on Tori Wilson. Like, teenage me loves some Tori Wilson. But I don't want Tori Wilson like booking a women's wrestling division. Tori Wilson, I recognize what she was there for, and
she will also agree that she was there for something specific.
Yeah. Like, there's no like classic Tori Wilson matches out here.
You know what I'd bring her in as? If Tori Wilson was someone that was coming in, I would be like, you can be a fitness and nutrition coach because you are very clearly very up in that world and you are very clearly passionate about fitness and nutrition. I would absolutely, defer to your thoughts on those things. Probably wouldn't make you a wrestling producer, especially in my knockouts division. So someone had asked Gail Kim, what are your thoughts on Candice Michelle saying that women's wrestling is missing femininity? And I think Gail had the perfect response to this. And I'll read it verbatim. It says, I think that women should be sexy in their own way. Confidence can be sexy, and sexy can be interpreted in many ways. Whatever a woman feels most confident in. There are roles for sexy women who don't feel like they want to wrestle, and there are roles for women who feel that way when they're strong and great in the ring. Not sure which way she's saying, speaking on Candice Michelle. I always felt sexiest being strong and great in the ring. Some people feel more feminine and sexy other ways. I think there are plenty of feminine women in the industry who are also strong in the ring. That's a pretty damn good answer because listen, you and I, we are not, we're not women. We are not, we don't identify as women. We do have wonderful women in our lives who are strong, and hopefully,
Strong woman. This is like a South Park thing.
well, no, my point being they are strong and they have their feminine qualities that hopefully make them happy and make them feel feminine and make them feel like they are enough. And my point of all this being, Gail hit it on the head. Confidence, femininity, it can all be worked together. It's not about being soft. It's not about being looking a certain way. It's not about anything other than just being confident in yourself and working to your abilities, and whatever makes you feel most feminine or most attractive, whatever makes you feel yourself is good enough. And it's kind of making me sad that, like, again, Gail's just not a part of TNA and probably won't be anytime soon. So very frustrating. And the Knockouts division continues to prove to be booked by incompetence.
Yeah, it's, I don't know how you're having like Mr. Elegant beat your Knockouts champion. That's something. It's something.
Something stupid.
Yeah.
Was there anything else on the show before the main event that we should hit?
I mean, there was other stuff on the show, but like I don't care about it.
Of actual like newsworthy important. I think Kazarian's going to be part of the Ultimate X match.
Okay.
They hit that pretty hard. Kazarian was like, I was in the first one. They made this match. It was all about me, and I'm like, all right, cool. You're probably going to be Ultimate X. Oh, Eric Young and Mike Santana is happening next week on the show, and so is the AC Navarro and Mustafa Ali match. I think the Ali match, the international title match, might be the ladder match at this point, but I don't know for sure. I'd like it to become the international ladder match, bring in a bunch of people from different parts of the world, but they can't do that because they don't have enough money or butts and seats. So
can't get the international ladder match.
It should be the international ladder match. I wouldn't mind Jason Hotch finally getting the title from Ali at the end of this, because it looks like they're trying to build him into something, which they should, because Jason Hotch is pretty damn special.
Yeah.
But that was it. I don't know what's going to go on with the world title, other than Mike Santana will not be holding it by the end of Slammiversary, because he's more than likely going to WWE. If you listen to FIFA Select and you listen to WrestleVotes, they had a whole report about how WWE is very interested in Mike Santana. They'd love to have him. They would love to put him on main roster by the end of the year. So if there's an NXT opening, he would start there as early as the summer and then move over to main by the end. Whatever that means, I don't care about booking. I hope Mike Santana gets the bag, but I don't really expect him to stay with TNA. And looks like, I don't know, it's either gonna be Eric Young or Nick Nemeth with that title by the end of Slammiversary.
Eric Young or Nick Nemeth?
Yep. Eric Young's got a title shot. I don't expect that match to go, to a clean finish. And Nick Nemeth has the Call Your Shot Gauntlet trophy still.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that is a thing.
That I didn't like that Mike Santana promo last night.
It felt like that was a promo that was filmed at the end of the night when everyone was tired and had already seen Mike Santana 3 other times cut promos and not have a match. Like, they did the Santana and Macklin match at those tapings, but like then he just came out and had to do promos for other shit throughout the night, and it just felt like that was the last one that they taped, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's Mike Santana again." Okay,
sure, but like the material sucked.
It did. It, like, Eric Young basically was a babyface because he's like, I've seen them all come and go, and I've been the constant. And I'm like, that's right, Eric Young. You are the constant. You do deserve it with TNA. And Mike Santana's like, I'm going to leave. Like, yes, you are.
Yeah, Santana's like, you're a failure, and you've been here, but like you've never, I don't think he said like you've never done anything, but it was just... And material, just like it didn't feel like Mike Santana was part of that promo. And I'll try to explain that a little bit better. It felt like he was given trash material and he had to go out there and try to deliver it and make the best of it. But it the material wasn't for him. Like, he called like Eric Young like irrelevant and stuff. I was like, this This is not the Mike Santana that like spoke to Frankie Kazarian. That felt like a very real Mike Santana during his feud with Kazarian and even Macklin of the stuff he was talking about. This felt like a completely different guy.
I just do what I do and I'm told, and do what I'm told, and I hope to get paid. Whatever, man. Again, they've never capitalized on anything. Nick Nemeth winning that thing is it's gonna hit like nothing. Again, it's, okay. Every time someone's leaving the territory, let's just give the title to Nick Nemeth. That's the new default. It's great. It happens every time. Anyway, we'll see. Maybe Moose will come back and win the title. Who knows? Are they taping? Are they doing shows in Qatar or Australia in the next little bit? Because that's usually what keeps the biggest stars off of the tapings for 4 months or 4 weeks of taping, like the Hardys. So let's talk about Wicked Garden. Well, the backlash and all this is that they wrote off the Hardys so that they could basically take these tapings off or only do the second night. So they're not doing the first night because they're going to be at Tuttle's Towers, the Battle for the Brave show. So I guess maybe they're going to fly to Denver the next day and do the TNA tapings, but I have to see if they're advertised. But regardless, the match itself was, like you said, your shit. What'd you like about it?
Everything. It was dumb as hell. So it ruled.
There was a lot going on, pal.
I love barbed wire matches. So this was not a cinematic match. I do feel a little lied to.
Why did you think it was cinematic?
Because that's what they're saying in the chat yesterday.
No, you got to go back and look at the spoilers that you posted that included the Wicked Garden match.
Oh, I don't remember these things.
And when they did that, I was just like, if I had known, if I had been in the chat, I'd been like, no, it's not. But whatever.
Okay. Well, regardless. Okay. Anyway, it was not a cinematic match. But so it was basically just like a barbed wire match, and then they decorated it with like flowers, right? Like that's the best way to explain this. And I love barbed wire matches. It wasn't like barbed wire ropes, but they did wrap the ropes in barbed wire. I love barbed wire matches because everything about wrestling is, hey, if I Irish whip you, you're just going to turn your back and run into the ropes and all this stuff. But with barbed wire, like you have to like stop and not do that. And it looks so hokey and dumb when they do this. Like, I get it. I understand the logic of, like, I'm not just going to throw myself into this barbed wire. But we have seen wrestling for our entire lives, and we know it's just like, hey, I'm going to toss you into the corner. All right, I'm going to take the corner bump. Like, I'm not just going to, like, stop in the corner. Like, but because the barbed wire is there, now all of a sudden I know how to stop running from this stuff. But when the ring, like, I don't know how big their ring is. It looks small. And then when you go into when you have like the stuff like propped up on the corner, like you're shrinking the ring even more. And so it's like 2 steps, and then they immediately like, no, have to stop, put my hands up so I don't go into the barbed wire. This looks so stupid to start the match, but it rolled. I was like, oh yeah, we're in for a good time here with this nonsense. It was fun. Like it was bloody. Jeff Hardy getting like caught up in like the barbed wire and stuff. That's always like, it's always a cool visual when like someone just gets like wrapped up in the barbed wire. I understand why it might turn people off, but like I think it's a cool visual to show like how dangerous the barbed wire is. Of like, ooh, that guy's like really stuck in it. Everybody kind of bled. They use the I don't know gardening terms, but they use the little hoe thing.
Oh my god, I had the name for it last night and I just forgot about it.
It was like a claw. They used that. That was a cool little weapon for this match. It was like it was stupid fun. And then the ending though. Oh, this was extremely my shit.
Oh, sorry, a cultivator.
Sure. This was extremely my shit here.
Yes.
So Vincent pulls out like this like flower.
You got to set it up right. He puts on black medical gloves.
Right.
He's got to put both on. Like it's like you doing the Seth Rollins bit back in 2020.
Hey, and he puts on this. He puts on the gloves and he pulls out like this flower. And the announcers have no idea what this is. They are like, they're like, what is this? What's the point? Like, I didn't know if it was like barbed wire. And so he's like, oh, he's gonna shove like a barbed wire flower into his mouth. Like, I didn't know if it was some type of like a poisoning, which it turned out it was. But I didn't know if it was something like, you know what I actually like, thought it was? This is very stupid and silly. Of what I thought it was like a pipe cleaner, you know. It's just one of those. He was about to shove like a metal pipe cleaner down his mouth. And I was like, well, that would probably suck, you know? That probably wouldn't taste very good. That would probably hurt you a little bit. But no, it was a poisonous like flower. And so he shoves it down his mouth. And then Jeff Hardy has to act drugged out here. So he's falling all over. He's like falling out of the ring and stuff. I was like, yeah, that's definitely good. Take the dude who's been to rehab a few times and just drug him, and so he has to.
Oh, it was a different kind of drug. It wasn't
not fair.
So it's okay.
I mean, fair, but still. But then they went even further because they did the foaming of the mouth.
That was the best.
I was dying at the foaming of the mouth. I was like, oh my God, way to like sell this whole thing. And so he foams at the mouth, and Matt's like, oh, what the hell is going on? And then they beat Matt. And then it got even more hilarious because they beat Matt. For some reason, Carlos Silva comes in the ring. And I was like,
he's sitting ringside for the entire match. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? This isn't a title match. Like, what is this?
I was like, why are you here for this? And he puts like the crown on like their heads and shit. I was like, this is the dumbest thing ever.
Snatches the crown. Oh, so dumb. Yeah, Carlos being there made less sense than the Mr. Elegance laying Lee match.
I mean, this is so stupid that Carlos Silva is out here for this. But Carlos is there and he comes in with the crowns and everything, and they move on. And but then the lights go out.
As one does.
The lights go out. And then the Hardys are just gone. And it's just, and the announcers are freaking out, like, where did the Hardys go? Oh my God. Like, who could possibly care where they went? They just lost.
So they're not going to be at the tapings on 6-7. They are probably going to do a bunch of Hardy Compound pre-tapes. And I swear to God, if they are doing a Hardy Compound match at Slammiversary and they are going to make people sit in that arena that's already undersold.
Nah, they can't do that.
They would do it though.
Nah.
So the same one that did the Undead Realm during Rebellion and made the audience sit there for 13 minutes and watch whatever the fuck that was. So they might do it. They made me sit there once.
They're gonna do. They're gonna be in the ladder match, I assume, right? The Hardys.
I have no idea. I don't know if the ladder match is for the tag titles because they haven't specified.
I feel like they're going to be in the ladder match.
So the flower in question, I immediately recognized it was Lily of the Valley. And I said, that's a Breaking Bad moment. Because in Breaking Bad, and it's such a deep, hidden, like Breaking Bad, you have to know Breaking Bad. Yeah. So there was the one episode where Jesse was really close with that one woman who had the kid Brock.
Yeah, Brock.
Yeah. So at one point Brock gets super duper sick, and it turns out it was like the cartel going after Jesse to try and get to the girl to try to get to him. Anyway, the long story short, he was really sick, and they were trying to figure out what it was, and they had given him Lily of the Valley, and that's how they figured it out. And that was like a big plot point, is saving Brock by giving him the antidote for Lily in the Valley. So they fed Jeff Hardy Lily in the Valley, and yeah, they didn't tell you until like you had Vincent scream it out to the crowd who also couldn't hear it. And then the audience was like, who's this white flower? And I'm like, it's Lily the Valley.
Yeah. I got it from the Breaking Bad. I think it was Walt who actually did that to the kid to save. Yeah.
You're right. It was Walt because he was trying to get Jesse to come back and cook for you. You're right. You're right.
So I just watched this last year. So my memory sucks, but I didn't remember that. This is where Vincent screwed up. She used the ricin. Because the ricin is that would have killed them. But boo, Alexa Bliss Gamer.
Shut up, Alexa Bliss Gamer. Shut up.
I should use the rice in there. It was such a hokey looking spot, especially the Alka-Seltzer and the foaming of the mouth thing. I was like, oh, Jeff Hardy's a high school volcano project out here. Pepsi and mints. Okay, we're foaming and exploding out here. We're good.
There's one spot that I absolutely loved, and it's actually the thumbnail. And it was when Jeff Hardy, they do the plot twist, and Jeff is going outside of the ring, and he gets everything caught in the barbed wire.
Yeah.
The visual there was fantastic.
The visual, yeah, the thumbnail. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I love when they get, like, wrapped in the barbed wire, because, like, it does make the barbed wire look dangerous. Your thumbnail capture is very good, because Jeff Hardy looks like he's just dead while he's wrapped into this. It's very good. He looks so old. Bless him.
Well, they're not a young team anymore. Yeah, they are in their 50s.
I know. But yeah, it was a dumb match, but I loved every second of it because it was dumb in every way that I love dumb stuff. I would never tweet that at Matt Hardy. Please don't out me.
Just clip it. He doesn't like the 4-letter word. He likes it when you call something stupid.
Oh, it was stupid.
Oh, well then.
It was stupid.
Oh, Matt already said on his podcast that the ladder matches for the tag titles, they're going to try and bring in more teams. What do you mean? They're going to try to bring in more teams. You don't have any fucking teams.
Well, that's why they're going to try to bring in more. Butcher and Blade.
Congratulations to Butcher and the Blade. We're going to come in while the Righteous leave. It's going to be what? Hardy's, Righteous, Butcher and Blade, and Brian Myers and fucking Bear. I love Bear. Okay,
like they're the champions, aren't they?
They are the champions. Hence, they should be in the match. There's 4 right there.
There you go. You're good.
God forbid you book Sinner and Saint to be on the show that you signed them to, but it's just whatever. Sinner and Saint not part of this weekend's show because they're also doing Tower Tunnels. Jody Threat also not part of the TNA tapings this weekend because Jody's working Smash Wrestling on Saturday in Toronto.
Is Jody part of the company anymore?
Last time we spoke to Jody, she was saying that she was at the end of her deal, but she's still been used since then. Well, not since March, but I don't know, man.
I don't know if Jody is like actually part of the company anymore because she's never on their television show.
Dude, does TNA actually have a roster? Yeah, they got
is Macklin part of the company anymore? He's not on the TV.
He's not on the TV
anymore either.
Who knows?
Why are they doing Ricky Saints and Carmelo Hayes again?
Because you got to interject Trick, and then they make it a triple threat for the show.
It's not though. Trick's in the King of the Ring tonight.
Oh, great! So someone's going to cost someone something.
This show looks like it sucks today.
Yeah, well, it's in the afternoon. Who's working the TNA tapings? That's the question. Well, if you look at the breakdown on Instagram, Harley Hudson's actually facing Zaya Brookside, so she's still going to lose that match. It's Mara Sade versus the Elegances. They're doing Santana and Eric Young they're taping that Saturday. They're doing the Elegances versus Ali Rosemary and Mara Sade taping on the Saturday. They're doing the Ash versus Mara Sade on the Sunday. Zaya Brookside and Harley Hudson on the Sunday. Leon Slater, Fabian Eichner against the System. That's Edward Edwards and Cedric Alexander. That's on the Saturday. They're doing Mustafa Ali versus Casey Navarro on the Saturday, and Mr. Elegance versus Elijah. So
that segment was
Elijah.
Fun. That segment was fun. Elijah and AJ Francis.
Yes. So if you missed it, AJ Francis
everyone
now owns.
Missed it,
that's true. If everyone missed it, AJ Francis now owns Elijah, Elias, and Ezekiel in case he tries to get cute. And I was like, Kevin Owens is screaming into a pillow somewhere. Honestly, it was very funny. It was very silly, and it was very entertaining. Those two, I don't mind them going into a feud because the winner of that feud should absolutely go after the world champion, whoever that is at that point, because you have a babyface, you have a heel. Both men are very good. Both men are very over with their respective sides of the audience. And like, you can make it happen. I don't think they're going to capitalize. But now they're doing this match that I just said with Mr. Elegance. I think Mr. Elegance wins because AJ's going to screw Elijah. And it's absolutely stupid to have to say out loud.
I liked your comment and your notes of during this segment of I hope AJ Francis re-records all the guitar stuff since Elijah didn't play, because AJ Francis got like the rights to all of the songs, which includes that album that Joel hated because Elijah didn't actually play guitar.
Did not play the solos.
No, I did like that comment. Yeah, that segment was fun. I did enjoy that one. The rest of this show, I like the main event, but I feel like I'm the only one who liked the main event.
It was silly. It was funny. It was stupid. So why not? It's gonna be so funny. Getting to Slammiversary. I'm gonna be the only person doing a post show for Slammiversary in the entire world.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I don't even. Like, Crest is gonna be like, "I'm out, dog." I'll be like, "I get it. I get it." Might be the end. Who knows? This could be it for my TNA.
You're not excited for Nick Nemeth's title run?
I've already survived it once. Do I have to do it again? That's the big question.
I mean, you don't have to. But...
I get paid to do it. That's why.
Yeah.
I mean, people I like aren't even on the show anymore. There's very few people that I still like who are on the show. It's just,
it feels very depleted right now.
It does.
I mean, Leon's kind of there, but everyone just expects him to leave within the next few months. Again, the Santana stuff was, if they wrote that for somebody else, and then they told Mike Santana to go deliver it. And
probably they wrote it for Macklin. And then they said, "We're not giving you the title." Psych.
I mean, honestly, if you told me they wrote that for Macklin with the confronting Eric Young like that, I'd be like, you know what? This actually makes sense if it was Macklin. But it made no sense as Santana. Yeah, Macklin, I mean, he's not on the tapings this month, so I don't know if he's on the show at all. He hadn't been on the show since he lost to Santana, right? Like, that was it. So, yeah, their roster is
it's depleted.
Please clap for the Hardys.
Pretty much, they pay the Hardys a lot of money, and the Hardys bring in a certain amount, but like. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Mikey V saying Macklin needs to win the MLP title. I'm fine with he could do that, but I like having Stu Grayson as the MLP champion. I think he's again underrated in a lot of ways, but I think Macklin and Stu Grayson would have a great match. I mean, do something with Macklin and Josh when Josh is healthy in MLP. So again, I don't worry about Macklin. I just want the people to get opportunities. And it's very frustrating when a lot of the talent that we see as successful and we see as much build as they've been given us for the confidence that they've gained, they're not capitalizing on that. That's very frustrating. There are certain people that deserve opportunities.
Well, we got to give 7 minutes to Mr. Elegance to beat our Knockouts champion.
And you've got to give 15 minutes to blow off a Santino Marella versus his daughter match.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was something.
That was something. I'm glad it's over. Jesus Christ. I'm done with that one. Woof. Just glad it's over. Just glad it's over.
That just sucks.
Oh, well. Shouldn't be surprised by it. Well, King of the Ring is also gonna suck.
I mean, is it? I mean, it's fine. It's whatever. It's King of the Ring.
The WrestleVotes radio report was they've learned that the winner of the tournament wasn't decided when the brackets were announced. There were at least 3 names that were in consideration to win, and my favorite is they didn't even have the brackets confirmed when they released them because they've changed back and forth.
Yeah, they changed. Yeah, I mean, I think we most saw that it was going to be Seth.
Yes.
I don't think it's too big of a surprise that we didn't know who the winner was going to be, and it's very obvious that they're just booking this stuff day to day. Again, they had that little period where it's oh man, they're announcing a bunch of stuff for next week, and you know what you're gonna get, and this will be great. And now, they didn't have anything announced for SmackDown until 30 minutes ago. Literally nothing. I know they're coming off of the pay-per-view and stuff, but they had all week to figure this out. They had nothing announced for SmackDown until half hour ago. And it's been that way for a few months now. They're just announcing stuff day of, and they're doing a Ricky and Carmelo match again. It's cool, great. I like both guys, but this feels every bit of the most boring Vince era WWE stuff you could ever think of. It's hey, here's a match you just saw last week. Let's run it back and do it again. Next thing you know, these matches are going to be 2 out of 3 falls, so they can do a commercial break between the falls to make them feel important. what a dumb bit that was. But
Yep.
yeah, it's just it's not a hot product right now. It's kind of a boring product. And okay, cool, King of the Ring. I think Seth Rollins is gonna win. I don't know if they did or didn't have the winner just decided. Like they did change the bracket. It was somebody screwed up and put up a different bracket on WWE.com minutes before Raw went on the air, and they pulled that because then they used the bracket that was. But clearly they sent in another bracket at some point.
Left hand, right hand, nobody talks to the other.
Yeah.
Or we're going to find out tonight that Drew McIntyre is back and that Sami Zayn
right
tournament and he's getting moved around. Like, if that happens, it's going to be like, oh, so somebody really did screw up, and that'll be whatever. I think it's the Queen of the Ring, by the way, is the one that's definitely more in flux because they did the whole Liv Morgan stuff and they haven't put anything, in the can for her, even though they're waiting for Stephanie. And now it's like, well, now we actually might not because, people are upset internally that Liv and Dom aren't getting any, actual time.
Yeah, it's the Queen of the Ring is also messed up because you have just Liv in there and she's the champion. Like they clearly are they're doing it day by day of like, all right, who's available? What can we do? They haven't been good at pivoting, and that's kind of where they're at with things. Yeah, I'm very disconnected from it right now. Like nothing WWE's doing I feel great about as far as just like fan content wise. Like I know there's some good stuff, and like they've had some decent matches. I love the Roman stuff just because Roman pops me, but I can also recognize that this has been going on for like 6 years now, and I can fully understand why people are very out on it, and yeah, but like that stuff pops me. The rest of this stuff, like yes, Judgment Day is a group that's gone on way too long, but they have no idea how to get out of it. Outside of just like, hey, we'll just take this member and add a new member on there. Hey, Cody, LOL, Cody wins. There's just nothing. There's nothing exciting on these shows.
There isn't, and we got 3 hours of it today.
Yeah, I think that's ending soon.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be the end of this month, or the beginning of this month, but it turns out it is the end of this month that we go back 2 hours. So
yeah,
I guess that last one, the taped one in London at the O2 going into Night of Champions, will be the last 3 hour SmackDown.
Okay.
Because that's going to be, they're taping that one on the 23rd, which is a Tuesday. And then I guess they're just going to save it until Friday to drop on Netflix and air on USA, which is great because that means the Netflix feed, we're going to get a 2.5 hour show plugged in with no commercials. That part rules. Except for the ones that plug in now for like On Location and whatever stupid shit they have. But we'll see. Louis saying the Hex are not booked for Hard Time's sake. They fumbled. No, they're probably just booked elsewhere. The Hex are in demand, baby.
Yeah.
The Hex should be vying for the AEW World Tag Team titles.
The women. World, yeah, okay, women. I mean, them against Edge and Christian. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'd watch them against ZNC. They probably beat the shit out of those old men.
Fair, yeah, true.
Christian in the dick and give him a concerto.
True, yeah.
See who's your daddy now. We'll see. NWA is doing their show this weekend too. They're doing the Hard Times taping tomorrow.
Is that okay?
Yeah, and Effie's going to be there. I think it's June 6th. I gotta look now because now I'm not totally sure. Let's take a look.
I don't remember.
June 6th at NWA. Pretty sure this is it. Why am I doing it this way? Sorry, I'm doing this backwards. I don't know why I'm doing it backwards. Yes, Hard Time 6 comes to Atlanta this Saturday, June the 6th. There you go.
Okay, all right, fair.
It's going to be.
We'll hear about it in 5 months.
I mean, they're doing Silas Mason versus Kerry Morton for the title. That's a pretty young guy match. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Tiffany Nieves versus Natalia Markova in a rematch for the women's world title. Colby Carino and I don't know who Axton Ray is. Carino is making his return to the ring, which is cool after he underwent neck surgery a few months ago, almost 6 months, 8 months. It's been a while. When was Colby hurt?
I think August of last year.
So we're almost a year. Mike Mondo and Brian Idol for the national title is the thing that they're doing. Giselle Shaw and Livia is actually a really good match that I would like to see. That's a match I'd make my time.
2.5 stars.
2.5 stars. The biannual team. Stop it. Oh, God. What else do we have to talk about? SmackDown is tonight from Bologna, Italia. Do you speak Bologna?
No, I haven't had bologna in forever.
It's too much sodium.
Is it? I really don't know.
So much sodium.
Okay.
The best thing that Canada ever did, two things with Health Canada. I think, did I talk to on this show? Maybe I talked about it with my therapist. The best two things that they ever did, Health Canada, where my dad worked forever, was when they put the smoking warnings on the packages, but it was like of decayed mouths and like disgusting cancerous mouths to like deter people from smoking because it causes cancer. And everyone was like, oh, this is gross. And it worked in certain ways. So that deterred them. The newest one that they've done is they are putting high saturated fat, high sugar, and high sodium warnings on food packaging. So I don't have anything here that would explain it, but it's in black and white, literally black and white. It just says this product has high sodium, and you can look at it and just be like, you could get it if you want, or high saturated fat, or all three. If you can find all three, that is the jackpot. But yeah, the best thing that Canada ever did was just show how much excess sodium is in our foods, especially like the prepared frozen foods. Oh, it's messed up, buddy. It's messed up. But there you go. Bologna's one of them for sure.
All right. Yeah, I haven't bologna in forever. This sounds. They should have just put like, I don't know, someone with their guts being poured out. Like, this is what will happen if you eat bologna.
It's just Jack Perry putting guts all over a cake.
That's fine. Yeah.
People who are stop it. SmackDown tonight from Bologna, Italy. Go get your bologna and enjoy your show. The undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes will appear, and I'm sure Drew McIntyre will confront him. The King of the Ring tournament continues. Damian Priest, Trick Williams, Dominic Mysterio, and Braun Breaker.
Dominic wins,
unless Drew McIntyre gets replaces.
Who's he replacing?
I don't know. He takes out Braun Breaker. It's not like Braun Breaker's doing anything. Big old loser Braun Breaker.
Imagine if Braun Breaker just gets taken out by Damian Priest, or by Drew McIntyre. Sorry,
that's the way to go. We'll see. Listen, I called the finish to the Ospreay and Mark Davis match, so I got that going for me.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, it'll be Death Ground, and they'll tap out, and that'll be it. And you were like, that sucks. I'm like, yeah, but it's happening. Buddy, they did it. Not King of the Ring. Sorry, Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley will appear. Who will confront Rhea Ripley, and why is it Blake Monroe?
Sure, Blake Monroe. Well, I mean, yeah, it'll be Blake Monroe because like that's they did the vignette last week.
Yeah. Queen of the Ring match: Bayley, JC Jane, Kiana James, Raquel Rodriguez. JC Jane wins. Who does she pin, Raquel or Bayley?
Bayley. Always Bayley.
And then Ricky Saints versus Carmelo Hayes, which you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Because you got to run it back. You got to have that one banger of a match, Michael Cole. That's what they say. That's what the announcers say.
Okay.
What else is going on this weekend?
Nothing.
AEW Collision is also happening in Youngstown, Ohio on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm a coward and not going.
Do they have any other matches other than the two that we've talked about already?
No.
So Persephone and Hazuki in the Owen Hart tournament. That's going to be fun. And Divine Dominion and Ty J for the Women's World title.
I think Ty J are going to win.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's fun.
That's my hot take. I don't know if it's a hot take, but that's my hot take.
What do you do with Divine Dominion afterwards?
Have them win the titles back like 2 weeks later.
So Ty J goes into Forbidden Doors champions, or does
yeah?
I want Divine Dominion to go up against like two tiny Joshi tag team wrestlers, and not do the fight. And they take them to like a 15-minute fucking brawl of a match.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Why not? Everyone's going after Tekla. Someone's got to be a tag team. Come on.
I don't think that's going to happen.
You just hate fun.
I guess so.
That's fine. They'll put Hazuki and Suri in a tag team to go up against Divine Dominion at the pay-per-view. Remember these two? You can watch them again. Anyway, is there anything else that we got to talk about? Because I ain't got much else on the docket here. Was there any other news from yesterday, folks? Hit me up if you got news or things you want us to talk about, because we will. The Hex should come in and beat Divine Dominion. I do agree with that one. The Nemeth, please not the Nemeth. I need the CM Punk versus Ryan Nemeth shoot fight. That's what I need in my life.
CM Punk and Ryan Nemeth. I mean, I think Punk.
Loser injects TRT into their veins.
And I think Punk probably wins that, right?
Sure, why not?
I mean, Punk's like at least, like.
But we don't know what kind of a fighter Ryan Nemeth is.
I mean, I guess not, but yeah, I feel like Punk probably wins that one.
Wow. Wow, I can't believe you people. SRS stole our NWA bit. What?
Yeah, he just does a bunch of NWA stuff now.
The worst. Is there anything else from has the Observer come out to the point where people are getting all
it has, yeah.
I saw the everyone's excited that Dave gave the Grandes 5.75.
Yeah.
Good for them. And then he turned around and gave Ospreay and Mark Davis the same thing.
Did he?
Yeah, apparently. That's so funny. That's amazing. Oh man. What else?
All right.
I got nothing else here.
That is very funny though, that it's like that's the greatest WWE match of all time, because it is like according to Dave and these star ratings, and it's like, but it's also just a main event on Dynamite.
I love
that actually pops me.
I love how you called it the Attitude Era ass match.
It was. I mean, I didn't mind it, but it 100% was an Attitude Era ass match.
One thing that was missing that would have made it an actual Attitude Era ass match: entrances with theme music.
Yeah, the music. Yeah,
would have done it. I wish they had done it at least for one or two of the baby faces.
I guess like the problem is, like for the baby face, it would have to be Moxley. Imagine if they did like the Wild thing, for Moxley,
like the Trogs version. The first time they tried it and they didn't do it right.
They had to do Wild thing, because like the Death Riders theme is like good, but it doesn't feel like it elicits like that big pop. I don't think it's supposed to, because they were heels when they got it. But it doesn't feel like it like elicits like that big pop when you hear it. But if you had like Wild Thing hitting on there, that would be that would be good out there. Almost. But yeah, it was missing the themes, yeah, for sure.
Almost as good as the Jarrett and China Good Housekeeping match. No Mercy, 1999. Jeff Jarrett holding up Vince for money. Who could ever forget? Anyway, I don't have anything else to talk about, because otherwise it's just going to be more TNA talk. There was nothing else going on in the world of wrestling yesterday. There was no news. It was a slow news day. We could go to the pool early today.
I don't know. It depends on what the kids are going to do. I got too much work to do as usual. There's so much stuff to do.
Perfect.
So much stuff to do.
Listen, let's let the people go and catch their breaths before SmackDown.
Oh yeah, that starts in like 2 hours. That sucks.
Starts at 2:00.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's good, because then tonight it's a little bit more freeing and just watch the wrestling in the afternoon. But
everyone in JCW is a heel. Vince Russo's run out of ideas. No, that is the Vince Russo way. Vince Russo likes to book himself as the protagonist, as he's the only guy who can keep the insane asylum together. That has been the Vince Russo way of booking everywhere he's gone. He did it in WCW. He did it in TNA. He was always everyone's crazy except for me. That was Vince Russo's projection. That's how he works. You have 15 minutes. Give me your money and I'll stick around for 15 more minutes. Hour. How about that? That's what I thought.
Dino, I was running from the grind.
Clearly.
They wanted me to have you play the NBA 82-0 game, but you don't know anything about basketball, so I didn't think it would be very fun.
No, I don't think so either.
They have a hockey version.
Do they?
Yeah. Do you want to attempt to try the hockey version, Joel?
Timu Solani, Danny Heatley.
No, you can't do. I mean, which version of Danny Heatley?
Whichever one gets the job done.
And let's try this, Joel.
Ryan Lambert saying preview the upcoming NWA and WoW TV shows. Well, we did NWA, so that's fine. and we'll get an NWA report on Monday from Louis. And I'm not touching WoW with a 10-foot pole because nobody else will.
Wow.
Yes, that is the name of the promotion.
I know. All right, we'll kill some time with. Was this the hockey version, Louis, or the NBA version? Because SP3 and I tried to do a low version with the NBA yesterday. We're gonna do the hockey version, even though I don't think Joel likes this kind of stuff.
I don't like much.
Yeah, true. All right, we're gonna do blind draft mode, okay?
Sure.
That way you don't know like what the stats are.
Okay.
And everything. All right, we're gonna work together. Okay. All right, so here's how this works, Joel. Like, it does a random team from a random era. Then you have to pick the player and put him in the position, and you want to try to create the best record possible. You got it?
Sure. I hope so.
Okay. That's pretty.
Repeat that again one more time.
All right, so it's gonna pick a random team from a random era. So it might be like the Ducks in the 2000s.
Okay.
And then you have to pick a player and you put them in their proper position, and you can't like overlap. So if we pick like Paul Correa, then that's our left wing. We can't pick like another left wing who might be better than Paul Correa.
Okay, this is gonna go terribly.
It'll be fine. It's not that difficult.
All right, let's see.
Okay. So New Jersey in the 80s. I don't know any Jersey players in the 80s. This is what killed SP3 and I yesterday is like we would get like the Celtics in like the 50s. And like, sure. The Nuggets in like the 60s. Like, I don't know any of these people. Do you know any like good players from New Jersey in the 80s?
I see Bob Sauvé. Keep going.
Okay.
Brendan Shanahan.
Shanahan. Yeah, but he probably was like didn't have too many years.
No, he's probably his first year. Oh, in the 80s? Yeah, probably would have been his first years.
Yeah, but Brendan Shanahan might be the pick, honestly.
All right.
I mean, there's 6 pages worth of people. Let's see if there's anybody else. Joe Quenneville. I know he's a good coach. I don't know how he was as like a player. Yeah, Ken Danico.
Okay, yeah, there's Ken.
Kirk Muller. Oh, Kirk Muller.
Kirk Muller. Yeah, there's another one.
All right. Pat Verbeek.
Pat Verbeek.
Peter McNabb, Avs broadcaster.
Sean Burke.
80s Sean Burke. That was like rookie Sean Burke. There's no way he was good.
Oh, let's go.
All right, you want to go Shanahan? You want to go Verbeek?
Let's go Pat Verbeek.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Pat Verbeek is our right wing. All right, next era, Carolina in the 2020s.
All you, baby.
Probably Svechnikov. Like I would have to go with Andrei Svechnikov or
no Derek Stepan. Oh my gosh.
Well, you're looking at like stats here.
There. Wait, go up. Was that our goaltender, Freddie Anderson?
Yeah, we're not taking Freddie Anderson. Wow. He's not like bad or anything, but we're not taking Freddie Anderson. Like Mrazek might actually have the better numbers. Aho or Svechnikov. I don't really want to take like Aho as the center. We'll go Svechnikov. That's the play here. Oh, we already got a right wing. Shit. All right, never mind. Svechnikov's out. Who do they have as left wing? Taylor Hall actually has some numbers. Defense.
This team ain't exactly doing much defense. This particular.
Like Slavin's a good defender, but I don't think he has like great numbers. But I do think like it takes into account like WAR and Corsi and all those advanced stats stuff. Might go Jakob Slavin, honestly. Because I don't want to waste our center spot. There's so many good centers in the history of the league.
True.
And Sebastian Aho doesn't seem like the guy you want to take in that spot. So we'll go Jakob Slavin.
All right.
I'll put him at lefty. It's fine. Edmonds. Okay, see, this is where you get McDavid, and that's our center.
Or is it?
No, we're definitely taking Connor
Wow.
McDavid as our center.
Can't even make it to the final.
I mean, we could theoretically take Draisaitl because he's a left wing, and left wing's one of the weaker positions in NHL history. Or Draisaitl. Oh, Draisaitl is a center as well. But yeah, we're taking McDavid. That's
wow.
pretty.
This is a Vander Kane erasure.
Pretty easy. Fuck you, Vander Kane. Colorado 2010s. Okay.
This is all you, buddy.
Yeah.
This one is you.
2010 Colorado kind of sucked though.
You got Adam Foote on the end of his career.
Probably Landeskog,
Landeskog,
honestly.
yeah.
Because defensively, they didn't have like great play. I mean, Kale was 2010's Kale. See, that was like 1 year of Kale. Yeah.
Ooh, Jelenas.
That's not like Martin Jelena. That's
fine.
Not a good Jelena.
He's in the family.
Yeah, Eric Jelena wasn't.
Bosch was
great.
Good, at least, but he's.
Yeah, Boschman was okay in Colorado, but he was older. Like Kale's obviously the best player, but 2010's Kale is not 2020's Kale.
Right.
I think Landeskog's probably.
Who was in net for you in 2010s?
Trash.
Wow, Craig Anderson and Jiggy? Come on, buddy.
Varlamov wasn't bad.
Come on.
Trash.
Simeon Varlamov?
Trash.
Jonathan Bernier? He went to the Olympics once.
We're gonna go with Landeskog. He had some numbers.
All right.
I feel a little bit bad not going with Kale, but I'm trying to think. 2010's Kale. It was the 2020s is when he was like Kale. He was good in the 2010s, but he went 2010's Landeskog was legit. Detroit in the 90s. Oh, Lindstrom.
Would be great, yeah.
Yeah, Lindstrom. There's our last defenseman there. Oh, next page.
Jason York. Woo, there's Nicholas Lindstrom.
Yeah.
Oh, Coffee, baby.
Lindstrom. I mean, Paul Coffey was nice. All right, so our last spot's going to be goalie. So what team do we get? Calgary in the 80s.
Oh, that's
Fear? Mike Vernon? Mike Vernon.
Yeah, Mike Vernon. Because I was
Mike
Vernon was with Edmonton.
Okay. I feel like this team's pretty legit, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, really? 60-22?
Wow.
I feel like this is a better team.
Swap out anything? No, we can't.
No. You can't do it. Yeah. I feel like that team was kind of legit, honestly. Now we're not switching the decade and stuff like that. We're going. We're going
pure.
Yeah, we ain't doing. We're going straight pure out here. Let's do one more.
Sure.
Okay. All right, new draft. Still blonde. Toronto in the 2000s.
Oh God, we're screwed. Oh, no.
Sundin? Joseph? Curtis Joseph?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do Cujo in the 2000s.
Matt Sundin?
Yeah, maybe. Ponikarovsky was pretty good.
I mean, he was good as like a second line player.
Joe Nieuwendyk.
Eric Lindros. Washed ash Eric Lindros in the 2000s.
Take care, Ryan. Hope you have a great weekend.
Good. Have a good weekend, Ryan. I feel like Mo Gilney.
Yeah.
Gary Roberts. I feel like Gary Roberts was kind of washed in the early 2000s, though.
Sergei Barrison.
All right, who are you thinking here?
Is Matt still there?
Yeah, he was there. Oh, Phil Kessel, 2000s Phil Kessel. He was kind of beastly.
He was going.
Yeah.
Darcy Tucker was a real piece of shit.
Was Sundin washed by early 2000s, though?
He wasn't doing as best as he was in the 90s, but he was still pretty good. He was more getting ready for towards the end of his time. Carlo Koliakovo.
Hey, there's Francois Beauchemin again.
Jeff Finger.
I remember Jeff Finger. He played for the Avs. Pavel Kubina, shot blocking extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Tomas Kaberle. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, who are we taking here, Joe?
Yeah, let's go for Mats. Let's see what that does.
All right.
I'm not super duper convinced, but he was the guy.
I don't love on like taking Sundin's good, but center is just like such a deep position historically that you want to get like a real franchise guy there. Montreal in the 60s. Jesus.
Let's go. Who's your goalie?
I have no idea.
Jacques Plante?
Jacques Plante. I mean, probably. Tony Esposito.
Gump Worsley, the reason why he got masks in the NHL.
Roger Vachon. I feel like these are good goalies
these
here.
Are great goalies. You can absolutely go with any of these guys.
All right, which goalie are we going to? Plante or Esposito?
It's Plante or Esposito.
I feel like Plante's more well remembered.
Yeah, let's do Jacques Plante.
Okay. Detroit in the 80s. See, like Adam Oates would have been a
Yeah.
play here. Adam Graves. Adam Graves wasn't bad. Heiserman was, but he's a center, so that's what I was gonna take him out. Left wing's kind of weak. Right wing.
Lane Lambert. Let's go. Mike Polino. Ted Nolan. Mike Polino.
Ted Nolan didn't put up like numbers, did he?
Solid.
We need stars here, Joel, not solid.
Teams aren't built with only stars.
I mean, in this game, that's what you need, though.
The worst fucking game ever, then.
I need solid. And this is kind of a weak group here. I feel like Adam Graves is the play.
Yeah. Looking at everyone else.
I don't feel great. I don't know some of these players. I'm sure they had like good numbers. I just don't know half of them. All right, Adam Graves it is. Islanders in the 2020s. Matthew Schaefer. He's only had like one season, but he put up like 100 points. So.
Zdeno Chara.
Why can't I get Matthew Schaefer for defense? Oh, that's weak.
Weird.
Is it because he only had one? It's because he legitimately only had one season, and so they won't let me have him.
Search players.
No, I'm at defense. This is all the defense.
Maybe he wasn't a defenseman.
I mean, he's definitely a defenseman.
Nick Leddy, let's go.
That sucks. I was right wing.
Cal.
I want to take Cal Clutterbuck.
Oh yeah.
This is weak. Oh, this is so weak that Matthew Schaefer is not part of this because that's the play here. I feel like we should be given a re-roll here since they don't have the best player from the Islanders in the 2020s.
Wow.
Tavares wasn't even on the Islanders in the 2020s. I mean, maybe early 2020s, but he signed with the... Yeah, he's not even here because he was in Toronto by this point. Because, like, Barzell's the best player here, but we already have a center. That's so lame. We can't get Matthew Schaefer. I don't want to take Tony
D'Angelo. No,
I don't want to take Tony D'Angelo. But
Big Z.
Big Z. This is like legit end of career.
End of days. Big Z.
Fine. We'll take Zdeno Chara because for the bit at this point, since Matthew Schaefer. Now the Islanders in the 70s. They have right wing. Mike Bossy. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. And defenseman, Philly in the 2010s.
Carlo Coliaco. Oh, there you go. Chris Pronger right there.
That's washed Chris Pronger. Probably chemo teaming in. And I didn't think that team was good. The Zdeno Chara part killed us. If we had Matthew Schaefer, that's a better team. All right, there you go. People can kill time if they want to play the hockey version. There's a basketball version. I think people said there's a baseball version and a football version as well. So, if people want to kill some time, they can do that.
Hell yeah.
There, we made it to 2 hours based on that little game.
Based on that, we did it. Folks, let's finish this up. We got to do the bits.
What was your moment of Thursday, Joel?
I watched a grown man beat a woman who was a champion for no good reason other than they're washed. And I'm talking about TNA. So sad. Your turn.
My moment of Thursday was Jeff Hardy getting drugged and then foaming at the mouth.
Lily of the Valley. Come on, Jeremy, let's go cook. Your girlfriend's dead. Let's go cook. That was most Breaking Bad seasons.
Yeah.
Your love interest is dead. Let's go cook.
Yeah. Results of our poll question: who got the pause pregnant? 12% said the P, 6% said the word, 6% said the silence, and 76%. Congratulations, Joel. You are the father.
Well, in 9 months, I look forward to the pause giving birth, and I'll tell you all how.
To the apostrophe.
To the apostrophe. That's right. To the double dash. What did we accomplish today?
Not a fucking thing, honestly.
Seriously, we drafted hockey, and we talked about TNA, and we got excited about Orange Crush doing my AEW. But other than that, there was just it's been a pretty light week and a pretty light morning. And yesterday was another Thursday, so we got through it.
I think the biggest thing we accomplished today is that stupid does not have to mean bad or idiotic or dumb. Stupid can mean one of the best matches I've watched this week.
And watch more tonight. If you want more stupid, we're back on Monday.
Well, I gotta grab something right fast.
Oh,
I'll be
right.
right back.
Jeez. Okay, go away. If you want more stupid, we're back on Monday. It's going to be myself and Jeremy. We'll talk about SmackDown. We'll talk about AEW Collision. We'll see what else happens over the weekend. I'm sure some stuff will go on, and someone will make a fool out of themselves, but you'll be with us. And if you're not with us, then you're missing out. We're here every single Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern until noonish. Depends what's going on in the world. Today, not much. Let's face it, folks. I'm limping into this weekend because I'm exhausted. Being up until 2 o'clock and getting up at 6 is not exactly my favorite thing to do, but we did it. We made it. And when Jeremy gets back, we'll finish our wrap up, and we'll get to saying goodbyes for the weekend. But I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. If you're going to watch SmackDown, it's on at 2 o'clock Eastern over on Netflix. If you use a VPN, go to nordvpn.com/Fightful. There's a free one. It's the VPN's not free, but there's a free plug for nordvpn.com/Fightful. Get on that. You can watch it and enjoy it, and then have the rest of your evening free to do what? I don't know, play video games or go outside or enjoy the weather. I'm going to go outside and enjoy the weather myself. Or you can spend the day with a loved one. If you love yourself, you are loving yourself. That's one. Love yourself and others, but be good to each other. And if you watch Collision, go watch it on my AEW because it's good and the quality is good and you don't have to suffer through all the commercials. But once Jeremy gets back, we'll wrap this up. I don't even know what to do. Go watch a movie too. You can do whatever you want. You can sit around and do nothing. You can stare at the four walls and wonder, what am I doing with this existence? You can question your entire existence. You can wonder where you came from. You can sit there and be like, hey, what is this thing I'm doing? I'm just filibustering for the next God knows how long while I deal with my co-host running and then coming back. Because as I do remember, it is Friday, so I can only assume that we are getting ready for the Friday tradition, as it were.
Okay, sorry.
You're back.
All right. Yeah.
Our final wrap to do.
Yeah.
All right.
I had to go. I
can't wait till he gets called up.
Mono, the final boss. And here we go. This is how good.
Hey, Rock! Go fuck yourself!
And here we go.
I just gotta pour it too.
Yeah, I got the ice cup here, so you know.
Let's go.
All right. It's been a few weeks. You know, we've been doing milk.
That's right.
Last couple of weeks, but I don't think I'm going anywhere. Hopefully not.
And if you are, sober
anyway.
up. Back on Monday, Jeremy and I talking about who knows what, because we don't know what the state of wrestling will be come Monday. Maybe SmackDown, maybe Collision. Who knows? If anything ends in a DQ, then we're kind of, SOL. But we'll see what we do. There'll be some news, I'm sure, that drops between now and then. Maybe not. But go enjoy your weekend. For Jeremy Lambert, you know who he is because I just said his name. You know who I am because it's on the bottom of the screen. If you're listening in audio form, go ahead, leave a 5-star review. And if you're watching us on YouTube, go ahead and leave a thumbs up and tell your friends, would you? Go enjoy your weekend. Rob and Maggie this afternoon, and JP Jane Collins on Sunday. So, ladies and gentlemen, friends beyond the binary, we'll see you on Monday. Cheers.